Hello, so I haven't actually uploaded in quite a while. I say that a lot, but this time it has actually been a while. I just not felt like posting. But recently I went to a model show. This was one I collected a pamphlet for when I went to the last model show, which was the Peterborough model show, which I went to last time. This time it was the Ipswich model show. Almost forgot about it. I went there and it wasn't actually very big. I only probably spent about half an hour there. I was mainly there to buy models, only about 3 rooms, but I want to show you the collection of kits I actually got from this model show, like I did with the Peterborough one, because it seems like you guys like those videos, and me too. I like videos about collections, because I have so many collections of things. So anyways, let's start off with the only one I've actually started building already. So this is Airfix's B5N2 Kate. I tried to build one of these about 2 years ago. It went horribly wrong. I didn't have any contacted professional or Tamiya extra thin, and oh my god, I just got glue everywhere, and the sanding lines, big scratches in it, and it was awful. But the kit, this time round, has gone a bit better. I'm having wings folded. I just like the photo here, and I just rewind folding wings since that's unique. Somehow I've lost the whole engine, but I'm doing the flaps down, but wings up, and I'm going to have the canopy open because I damaged the normal one. I scratched it with sandpaper, then tried to sort it out with a spare piece, and yeah, it didn't go very well. But I've actually enjoyed this kit so far. It's day 3 at the moment of me building this, but I'm going to really enjoy this one. I think I'm going to do this scheme here. It's a Pearl Harbor scheme. It just will change up all the other Japanese planes I have, which are usually just green and some base colour. Sometimes grey, sometimes silver, sometimes this sort of IGN grey, I think it is. Yeah, this was the most expensive kit I bought that day. That was £20 because this was brand new. It was on sale from a store which sells brand new kits. So yeah, it was the most expensive, but it's the one I was looking forward to the most. Next up, we actually have the smallest kit and the second cheapest kit here. This was the Merlin Models Vickers FB5 gun bus. Now, not only is the plane cool, but this kit is actually not too bad from Merlin Models. I've always thought of them as being a very bad shotgun company, but this one actually isn't too bad. This time, Merlin Models supplied decals, metal parts, and plastic bits. The gun bus is historically significant since it was actually the first fighter plane in the world. Let me just show you a piece of plastic to give you an idea of its quality. Bit of flash. It got some injection holes in there, and the piece isn't actually too thick, unlike that was it V-Day Models kit I unboxed. The only part which is really, extremely thick is the fuselage, and I just, yeah, it wasn't very good. This person, I think I showed at the Peterborough model show, and they have all of these little tiny boxes stacked up. I actually got 3 things from this stall. I spent £15 at this stall, but this was only £6, which is pretty good since most of the time when one of these kits appears on eBay, it's quite expensive. It seems like lots of people want the gun bus. I'm really looking forward to it. I know I'm going to have to build that whole twin boom like the DH2, but that's actually kind of what I'm looking forward to. I'm kind of thinking about using a Dremel tool to thin down the cockpit sidewalls, but yeah, I'm actually looking forward to this. Not too bad. I actually have a double of one of the sprues, because one of the sprues didn't have enough plastic in its moulding, and I was worried I wasn't going to be able to build this, but then it turns out they gave me a replacement one. This was fully sealed, by the way, so the company actually supplied a replacement sprue, which is pretty cool. Something which I'm probably not going to build, or at least like no time soon, is this vintage Airfix de Havilland Chipmunk. And this one is really interesting. Do you remember in the Peterborough model show video, if you've watched it, do you remember I got Gary's autograph, Gary's stuff on YouTube? Well, I actually got another autograph. Someone who I was looking out for at this show, I think I even asked him, was Rob Basic Modelling. He's been around on YouTube for almost as long as I've been alive, so, he's someone who I think we need to give more recognition to on YouTube, since he's a very important scale modelling channel. I was at the store where I bought the gun bus and one of the later planes, and he was standing next to me. He has a very distinct voice, so I was very giddy and I was excited to see him, and I asked him whether he would sign this Chipmunk. I didn't actually have it yet. I basically bought the kit just for him to sign, and there it is. There's his autograph. And just like Gary, apparently I'm the first person to ask for this. But that made my day, that did. And it's also vintage. Apparently someone bought it from Woolworths. But I have no intention of building this. 1, it's vintage. 2, it's signed. I chose the Chipmunk. 1, because I just wanted to pick a random kit for him to sign. But 2, my grandfather was in the Air Cadets, and he flew in a Chipmunk, probably just like this. So I thought, I'll pick up the Chipmunk, so if I build it, I've got something that I could give to him. I probably won't build it, it's too special to me. Now, the first kit I actually bought, and one of the kits I'm slightly disappointed by, is this de Havilland DragonRaptor by Airfix. Originally a Hella kit. This is kind of old, but the main reason why I picked this up is because they're pretty expensive on eBay. Not only is the DragonRaptor / I think it was also the Domine in RAF service, a very nice looking aeroplane, since de Havilland makes lovely aircraft. It was also one that I flew in at Duxford about 2 years ago with my grandfather, and I'm currently considering building it in that scheme of HG591. It's a silver scheme with yellow stripes. I'll probably give it to my grandfather, maybe. Inside, by the way, you have a set of decals. There are 3 schemes, which is pretty nice. I think I want to buy another one of these to do a more unique scheme, but the pieces aren't too bad. My main complaint is the ribbing just being these very thin lines, the plastic being very fiddly, wobbly, but it does have a full interior, which is amazing, especially for a vintage kit. It comes with 3 sprues, but I don't know. This was the first kit I bought, and I almost bought this kit and the Chipmunk and then left. Like, I almost didn't look at anything else. But I don't know. Maybe it's because I wasn't expecting it to be this kind of ropey, but I kind of was a little disappointed when I opened up the box. But I'm still looking forward to all of these kits I bought. I used to go to Hannet's Lowestoft, and I actually could make a haul video on that as well. So I went there recently for my birthday again. But I just prefer going to the model shows now. They're so much better than Hannet's. I spent £100 at Hannet's, got 6 products. I actually spent £97 exactly, but I spent £50 at this model show and got 6 things as well. And some of these are rare and expensive, just like the Peterborough model show. They have so many good deals there, so I would advise you to go to a local model show if you can, because if you're just going there for purchasing models, it's really good. And the last one I got from that store where I got the FB5 and the Chipmunk is this Brandenburg W29. I built, or kind of partially built, a Brandenburg D1, also known as the Spider, World War I biplane. It was the Eastern Express version. So Toko eventually became Roden, and these are some of the earlier kits. if we turn to one of the sides of the box, oh no, never mind. This was a kit I've been wanting for a while. There are quite a couple kits of this Hans Brandenburg W29 and 172nd, but most are pretty bad or hard to find, and they are pretty expensive. I've heard this sort of tiled camouflage is slightly too big, but I don't care. I don't really care. I'm going to use them anyways. You actually get technically 3 schemes in here. You get 2 grey sprues, and you get, I think, what are they? What country is this? It's Norway. So you get 2 Norwegian schemes and 1 German scheme. You get 3 sets of decals. You know what? I'm quite looking forward to this. 1, I love this box art, and 2, I love World War I planes. I don't build them very often, but when I do, I absolutely love World War I aviation. Such an interesting topic. £5 though. £5 for this kit. Lovely. A lovely little kit, and just £5. Amazing deal. What a surprise. It's such an amazing kit. Can't wait to build that. And the last one I got was this B7A1. At the moment, I've been building a lot of Japanese planes. Finished building a catapult for a Japanese aircraft, which I'll build at some point. Been building the Kate. Recently bought a couple Japanese planes recently as well. So I've really been into my Japanese aviation. So this was one of my favourite Japanese planes, and he had 2 on the shelf, and I was looking forward to this. I think this aircraft is playable in this Pacific Fleet carriers game I have on the PlayStation 4. I don't know what it's called exactly, but I believe you play this inside the later levels. I could be wrong. I know you play as the Kate and I think the Judy later on, but I played in the Japanese campaign because the game was half completed on the American one. But I really was looking forward to this. I bought some orange paint recently for a G8N1 Rita, and I want to use more orange paint. I like the colour orange. It's one of my favourite colours. It's also a very nice plane with this slight dihedral on the wings, as you see. It would be a torpedo bomber / carrier-borne bomber, but this one I believe is a prototype. That's what the orange means, and so you've just got this sealed up bomb bay, so that is going to be kind of boring. But you do have a small little cockpit. The chairs are way too tiny. Overall, this kit isn't actually too bad, coming out in the 80s, and this is a Food Genie kit. It doesn't say anywhere on the box, but yeah, this is a Food Genie kit, and I like this. I really like this plane. I really like what I've got. Yeah, to be honest, I absolutely love the kits I got at Hannett's Lowestoft, and I'm sure, and I also like the kits I got here. This isn't the Hannett's Lowestoft video, but that will be next probably. So anyways, I hope you liked this haul review, and if there are any unboxings of any of these kits you would like to see at some point, please comment below, because I'll be happily making any unboxing videos of any of these in future. So anyways, I'll see you in the next video.